Say hello to the Labrador Retriever, a dog so popular it basically runs the canine world. Friendly? Yep. Smart? Very. Capable of carrying an entire stick collection in its mouth? Probably. Whether they're diving into lakes, guiding those in need, or just photobombing your family portraits, Labs are loyal companions with hearts as big as their appetite. Today, we're diving into what makes Labs so lovable, from their history and talents to the pros and cons of owning one. And yes, we'll talk about their iconic coat colors too. Labradors are the Swiss Army knives of the dog world. Versatile, and always ready for action. They were bred to retrieve, hence their name, and they're particularly obsessed with fetching things from water. It could be a stick, a duck, or a garden hose. A lab is happiest when it's carrying something in its mouth. And speaking of variety, they come in three main coat colors. Black, that's that classic sleek, considered the original working lab look. Yellow, ranging from pale cream to rich fox red. These sunny colored dogs are a favorite in households and Hollywood alike. And chocolate, the sweet, rich brown beauties often described as more laid back and cuddly. However, regardless of color, every lab shares the same outgoing and eager to please personality, and a tail that could double as a whip when it's wagging at full speed. To determine where this dog came from, let's roll back to the early 1800s and start our story. Not in Labrador, but in Newfoundland, Canada. Local fishermen used a dog breed called the St. John's Water Dog to help pull in fishing nets and retrieve items from the sea. These dogs were excellent swimmers with thick, water-resistant coats and a love of water so deep they practically had gills. British nobles visiting the area fell in love with these sea dogs and brought them back to England. There, through careful breeding, they refined them into the modern Labrador Retriever we know today. Yellow and chocolate labs were less common early on and sometimes even considered undesirable by early breeders, but that didn't last. By the early 1900s, labs were making a name for themselves in hunting, sport, and service. The American Kennel Club officially recognized the breed in 1917, and they've never looked back. If you're thinking about bringing a Labrador into your life, here are some pros and cons to chew on, figuratively and literally if you leave your shoes out. Labs are friendly and sociable. They're great with kids, strangers, and other pets, and even the mailman. They're trainable and intelligent. Whether it's basic obedience or advanced service work, labs are fast learners. They are active and athletic. They thrive with plenty of exercise. They love walks and swims and romping through snowbanks. And they're great family dogs. Their even temperament makes them ideal for households, big and small. Now some cons. That high energy needs to be directed somewhere. A bored lab can be destructive. You can expect a range from zoomies to chewed furniture and unplanned landscaping without harnessing that high energy. They shed a lot, and not just in spring, and it doesn't matter the coat, the fur will end up on everything. They're also notoriously hungry. Labs will eat anything: food, socks, your tax documents, their stomachs with legs. Current research shows that a certain percentage of labs are missing a gene that regulates hunger. And in our health watch, be aware of hip and elbow dysplasia and ear infections, especially for active water-loving dogs. Labs are prone to obesity, so watch their weight. And if you're wondering if color affects temperament, most experts agree that a lab is a lab and personality depends more on environment and breeding than what color they are. As we round out today's episode, let's fetch out some fun facts about labs. They were the most popular dog breed in the US for over 30 years. They were only recently unseated by the French Bulldog in 2023. Labs are all over social media. If you search TikTok or Instagram, you'll find labs balancing eggs and snoring louder than humans, or going full-on drama queen when denied a snack. They're heroes, A yellow lab named Jake became a national hero in the United States after 9/11, helping search for survivors in the rubble and later working as a therapy dog for firefighters. So whether black, yellow, or chocolate, the Labrador is a shining example of loyalty, energy, and goofy charm. From the fishing boats hundreds of years ago to the therapy centers today to the living room and your couch, labs have worked their way into every corner of our world, and we wouldn't have it any other way. If this video made you smile, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Do you have a lab? Do you find the color of the lab affects their personality? We'd love to hear from you.